Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So today we are playing some Bant enchantments, Bant Bogles. So this is a strategy which has kind of come back into favour over the last few days. I've seen a few lists doing the rounds, and how we do only have one new Final Fantasy card in the deck, which is Starting Town, but this does add a huge amount of kind of consistency to the mana base by just giving us another mana confluence style effect, but also one that doesn't necessarily have to cost us life. But yeah, mana confluence that's always untapped in the first 3 turns of the game. Well, that's kind of when this deck is doing its thing. So you're kind of okay with that particular clause. So yeah, this deck is a kind of Voltron style deck. It's battlecruiser magic. You just put all of these various aura enchantments on a creature that hopefully the opponent will find pretty difficult to remove, and then just smash in for as much damage as possible. So our creature package is 4 copies of Gladecover Scout, which is a pretty self-explanatory 1/1 for 1 green mana with hexproof. Saber Cryptomancer, 0/1, realistically a 1/2 because you back up itself with flash and hexproof. And then Light Pause, which is the 2/2, which allows you to, when an aura you control enters, you can just go and get another one and stick it on Light Pause. So yeah, 12 creatures, and then a whole truckload of auras from Ethereal Armor, Audacity, which replaces itself, Curious Obsession, which draws you cards, same as Staggering Insight, Sheltered by Ghosts as removal. So yeah, I think there's 28 or something auras here in various combinations, depending on what we're playing against. Which with Light Pause is kind of toolbox effect. We can just go and get whatever we want when we need it. So cards like Kai's Ghost Form, which allows us to protect one of our creatures from removal, brings it back again. Then we could potentially go and get that. We can get a Shard Mage's Rescue if we need to. Griff's Boon to give it flying. Shelter by Ghost to remove a creature. Or maybe just kind of an All That Glitters to just really punch through for lots and lots of damage. So yeah, that is kind of how the deck works. Fairly self-explanatory. Just soup up a creature as big as possible and try and win the game within the first few turns. This is a deck which kind of relies on very kind of marginal gains, so you are hopefully going to win by sort of turn 4 or 5. In terms of the mana base, it's a little aggressive in the sense that it doesn't run any basic lands, and in a kind of world of Field of Ruin that may cause us some problems, but there's a lot of fast lands, so Seachrome Coast, Razorverge Thicket, Botanical Sanctum, Starting Town, all of which have that kind of fast land clause. But we've also got some Temple Gardens and Mana Confluences as well. So the mana base is a little bit painful, but again, ideally you should be winning the game before that kind of comes into mattering at all. And you could always stick a Shelter by Ghosts on your creature and gain some of that life back. Sideboard, pretty simple. Portable Hole, just to kind of get early threats out of the way. Stubborn Denial, again, when you're trying to win on turn 3 or 4, kind of just the ability to just snag a removal spell in the early game, even if your opponent can't pay the 1. Often that will be the case because we're sort of talking turn 2, turn 3 removal. Slip Out the Back, it does a similar kind of thing, protects our creatures, but also leaves the auras in place, which obviously Kai's Ghost Form doesn't. This shouldn't be up there. You could, 4 Stubborn Denials, 3 Slip Out the Backs. Then Leyline of Sanctity, that's just really about protecting our hand from early hand disruption, and maybe some burn as well if we are playing that particular matchup. So yeah, Bant Auras, a good solid strategy, which has kind of seen play over the years. Kind of comes in and out of favour a little bit. We'll see what kind of consistency Starting Town can bring to it. But yeah, that's the deck. Let's take it onto the ladder. Yeah, once upon a time, Bogles was kind of quite a big deal in this hand. I think is keepable. It is a shame that there is no blue land. Bogles used to be quite a big thing in Modern. Okay, I think let's get ourselves 2 Gladecover Scouts into play. Ooh, the opponent's short on land a little bit here, which is good. We are not doing a huge amount either, it has to be said. But hopefully these 3/3s with first strike can do some good work for us. Another Elvish Mystic. And another one, okay. Okay, I don't mind Audacity. Okay, well, they're playing a risky game here. Let's see what they can do with 5 mana. Okay, so they've got Collected Company. So I think I'll target this with... yeah, and I think we're just saying, do your worst. Yeah, this has Trample. That's not going to work. Okay, well, that is some life gain. No, fair enough. Yeah, they took a risk there, but it worked out for them. Yeah, no, they'll probably win from here because of that. Yep. Let's stick a Curious Obsession on this one. Go and get probably Griff's Boon, just to give it flying. You still have first strike though, so... Okay, another Trampler is going to be pretty good. Splendid Angel, sure thing. So that's some more life for them. Yep, so we'll stick an Audacity on this fella, my lad. Go and get probably a Sentinel's Eye. Then let's stick Staggering Insight on Light Pause. Go and get I could get yeah. Let's get a Sheltered by Ghosts out. Actually, get rid of this Resplendent Angel. So this is a 6/4. So it doesn't have. I don't want it to die, obviously. So. So we'll draw 2 cards. Starting town is fine. So I feel like we probably win from here. We're on 43 life. They're on 4. They're down to just 1 Righteous Valkyrie. Yep, it's an aggressive Collected Company. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'll go up to 14, but they're not producing enough creatures now. Okay, so this 6/4. I mean, they can't. There's no way they can survive this attack. Yep, they lose before that damage even resolves. Okay. Nice. So we fought through some difficult stuff there. So Let's just reorder our deck again. This is an easier way of looking at it, to be honest. So, Griff's Boon, not hugely fussed about in this matchup. Nor am I about Alpha Authority. I think we can stick in Portable Hole. Do I want Stubborn Denial for, like, Collected Company? Maybe, like, 2? Let's put 2 of those in, and then I've got to make 4 cuts. Which I think can be Cartouche of Solidarity. Let's trim a couple of Staggering Insights and maybe 1 All That Glitters on the draw. Just give us as many 1-drop auras as possible. Yep, this will do. I think I'll put back Ethereal Armor for now. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, I'll just draw another one. So, I think I will Portable Hole this because it's a cheaper creature. And then stick an Ethereal Armor on here. Resplendent Angel. Ooh, okay, good. So, I'll get rid of the Resplendent Angel. Play another Glade Cover Scout. And then we are kind of out of stuff to do, to be honest. So, you know, have at it. Yeah, they can take my Sheltered by Ghosts here, which is probably a decent shout. Yep, they get back their Resplendent Angel. And they have a Portable Hole for my Portable Hole. Or maybe just the Ethereal Armor. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I like it, I like it. Yeah, well, I'm kind of out of stuff to do, so feel free. Lots of Glade Cover Scouts. I don't think I need to risk taking any damage here. So they've got Collected Company in their hand. I'll play Light Pause. Yep. No, fair enough. Those 2 Resplendent Angels is going to pretty much do it for us there. So yeah, we'll go back to being on the play, which is obviously a better state of affairs to be in. Pop back in the All That Glitters. Probably in place of a Curious Obsession. And yeah, let's put a 3rd Stubborn Denial in. Trade out for an Audacity. Big decks trying to go over the top of each other. Obviously, I don't love playing against a life gain deck in a deck like this. No creature is a mulligan. Yep, that'll have to do. So I'll put back Mana Confluence. Yeah, this is a bit too much land, I'm afraid. Not thrilled by this situation. Yep, there's the apparition again, doing the same trick. Go ahead. Okay. So I'll stick the Shard Mage's Rescue on there. That'll make it 4/4. Okay, Audacity is quite good, so I'll stick that on. Send him in. Shame it's not drawing us any cards, but... Okay. Yep, that'll probably do it. Yep, no, flooded out there. Could not compete against a pretty perfect draw for the opponent. Let's try again. I don't love not having any 1-drops, but as we don't know what we're playing against, let's wait and see, I think. Okay, well that'll work against my light pause. Well, I'm not doing much this game otherwise. Okay, so the opponent's on a discard deck, which is fine. I will discard probably Audacity, I think. Okay, Cryptomancer is at least a creature we can play, so that's something. Of course, the danger of them having Liliana of the Veil is quite strong, I think, in this matchup. Okay, well, looks like we're ditching these two and just hoping for the best. So I'll play old Cryptomancer. Now, at least this way, I draw a card when it connects, and also if they kill it with Liliana, so that is at least something. Okay, Trespasser I can definitely live with. I'm going to be able to attack through that. Ooh, shame I... Yeah, shame I have to do this without playing Light Pause first, but... But I might draw a land. No, just another Curious Obsession. Well, I don't think I'm going to play that out. I'll wait for Light Pause. Yeah. I go to 13, there are 11. So let's play Light Pause, stick a Curious Obsession on it. I do have to unfortunately sack the Curious Obsession, but I think it's necessary to go and get Kai's Ghost form. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. And he's back. Wish they stopped gaining life, it's really annoying. Down to one card in hand at least. So I'll grab a Staggering Insight. I mean, if they can kill it from under... No, okay. That's something at least. So we can now go fetch... probably an All That Glitters, or maybe... Oh, actually no, let's grab Cartouche of Solidarity here, because that at least creates a creature, which I can use to protect from like a Liliana or something. Then we'll stick an Ethereal Armor on it. Go grab Curious Obsession. Interesting that they took the damage there. Still no land. I've drawn a lot of cards here. Ooh, that is an aggressive use of Graveyard Trespasser. But I've got quite a lot of life. Okay, I like drawing Gladecover Scout, so I'll play that. Yeah, so I could Sheltered by Ghosts here. Maybe get rid of... What is this turn? At the beginning of draw an extra... Yeah. Maybe get rid of the... Bandit's Talent. Pass the turn. I mean, ludicrous. Okay. Just constantly drawing the right answer for stuff. Okay, well... Let's do the thing, see if we can make the thing happen. Right, let's work this out. So... They can currently do me 5. And then it's 7 with the thing. But there are no creatures in the bin, so they can't... Yeah, I think I have to attack here. And hope for the best. Yeah, so they go to 1. And then they have to do me 1 more damage somehow. Well, that'll do it.
I have the right to choose my own fate. And yours.
They didn't actually have to do it like that. They could have won the game there. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference, but... Don't think I have a way of doing the 1 damage with haste. Nope. Okay, that was frustrating that we couldn't quite get there. Yeah, they just had all the right answers, unfortunately. So I definitely want Leyline of Sanctity in this matchup. And Stubborn Denial. And Portable Hole. So, gotta make 12 cuts, which I think are probably going to be Light Pause. Well, Actually, I'm not sure I can cut any of my creature package. What do I not want in this matchup? I don't think I want Sheltered by Ghosts. None of their cards are that impactful. I think we can probably lose all the glitters as well. Trim 2 Staggering Insights. Alpha Authority can go. See, I don't mind Cartouche of Solidarity, although it wasn't great there against the Shieldred's Edicts, but yeah. Sentinel's Eye can go. Just trap one. Trim 1 Ethereal Armor as well. Okay, Leyline of Sanctity means keep. Even though this isn't the quickest hand in the world. Good luck. Thought seizing me. So I'll keep this in my hand for now. Lots of land, huh? Well, I'm not gonna play Light Paws onto a board where it can die. That's fine. That's actually quite annoying. I didn't want to draw the Kaya's Ghost form, but let's pop a Griff Spoon on this. Then, at least, if I grab Audacity, I draw a card if it dies. Well, actually, I'll just play the Ghost form. That's probably a better way of doing it, as I do have Mana Confluence. Yeah, Cartouche of Solidarity to create a 1-1. Again, let's give us some insurance against Liliana of the Veil. I mean, it comes back, I draw a card at least. Portable Hole's not great in this situation. But at least... Okay, I don't hate Cryptomancer. So yeah, let's just hold that for now. Fortunately, it does flip the graveyard, the Trespasser, which I don't love. Yeah, these portable holes feel very weak in this situation. Does this give the thing hexproof? Yes, it does. Okay, let's protect Light Paws with a Cryptomancer. Okay, deck, let's see what you can do for me. Furious Obsession's a good one, so stick that on Light Paws. Go and grab probably another Audacity. Yep. So at least we're still drawing cards. Okay, let's stick the Ethereal Armor on the Cryptomancer. There which case we'll decline. Yep. Go for it, opponent. Do your thing. I mean, what? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I mean, just draw perfectly every time. Yep. Ah. Oh, this is rough. Right, we'll try once more. Nope, that's no creatures. That's one creature. Yeah, I don't love the hands where I don't have a X-proof creature. Okay, so the opponent's on control. Hard control. So yeah, let's play Glade Cover Scout, stick a Cartouche of Solidarity on it. Okay, they've run away. So they weren't happy about sticking around there, which is fine. I obviously want Stubborn Denial in this matchup. I think I probably want Slip Out the Back as well. It's just some additional anti-removal. What don't I need? I think I'll get rid of Staggering Insight on the draw. I'm probably Sheltered by Ghosts. Maybe keep one in for like a Planeswalker or something. Obviously, stuff like Temporary Lockdown is a real problem for this deck, so I think we are going to have to be mindful of that. Well, we don't need to play into their counter spells. I will play a Cryptomancer here. Ha! Fun. Okay, so they're playing the discontinuity version of that deck. Ah, that's really annoying. I can't light pause and then get another thing, but I think I'm going to have to hope that they just don't have an answer for it straight away. Lack of land, super annoying there. Yep, okay. Okay, well that is at least a land. I don't think I'll play light pause into a 2-mana, just because they'll probably have a counter spell or something. So let's try Cryptomancer again. Okay. Well, let's start. And maybe just crack a map. Well, I like Stubborn Denial. I like it less on the top of my library. Yeah, the Wandering Emperor against hexproof creatures.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Not what it could be.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay, so they got their big Planeswalker package.
You know what?
Which,
Keep watch for intruders.
I mean, at least I have Stubborn Denial. Still want that extra... Could still really do with that extra, land. Again, let's crack another map. That's not bad. So I'll stick Sentinel's Eye on this. Play land. I think I'm just going after the opponent, to be honest. I've got a Stubborn Denial. I have lethal in one turn. Probably, with Ethereal Armor.
We need to move quickly.
Guards, to me.
So they can try and get me with like a... Memory Deluge is not an answer, so I think I'll... like... that in itself doesn't do anything. Okay, well, let's try. I've got lethal, what can you do about it? Turns out nothing. Okay, so we managed to dominate a game there. Yeah, control is probably pretty weak against Bogles, just because... yeah, once you can sideboard into counter magic, I mean, if they have Supreme Verdict, then yeah, it's an interesting matchup, that one, but one where I think we were favoured. So yeah, mixed picture. Some frustrating games that we could potentially have won if the opponent hadn't drawn quite so well, but and some close ones as well. But we got a lot of packs to open, so let's see what we get. Start with a couple of Aether Drift ones. Final Fantasy. What does this one do? Oh, one of the job select cards. I haven't seen any of those making particularly big waves here. It's a Venser. Venser's not what it used to be. 4/3 Menace, deals each opponent. Is this good in a discard deck? I don't know, probably not. It's probably a bit too slow, but... yes, one of the equipment matters legendary creatures. We'll probably end up playing with that at some point. Did do an equipment video, if you're interested in that kind of deck. That one was just mono white, but you can obviously, like a lot of Hammer Time decks, go into Boros, and that will give you access to this card. Okay, let's see what's in the golden pack. Summon Titan. Yeah, I think as I said last video, good standard card probably, not sure about Pioneer. Sin Spar as punishment, big 7-drop. Another red landfall card, you know, because color pie doesn't matter anymore. Buster Sword, yeah, never got to see that do its thing, unfortunately. But so yeah, that was Bant Auras, Bant Bogles, Bant Enchantments, whatever you want to call it. It still doesn't feel like the deck's quite there. Just the kind of glut of stuff which now answers creatures like this is quite high in the format. Sacrifice effects, wrath effects. But yeah, when it does its thing, it is a fun deck to kind of pilot. But yeah, didn't quite perform as I had hoped. But then, yeah, as I say, some close games, a couple of unlucky ones as well. Probably piloted it wrong in a couple of places, as I usually do. A pro would probably do better, but yeah, at least you get a sense of what the deck's about. And yeah, it is increasingly popular, and Starting Town I think does help just smooth out all of the mana. So a good 5-colour land. This kind of second untapped 5-colour land in the format, which is pretty good. So yeah, here's the deck list one more time in the description as usual. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as ever, and contribute to the Coffee account if you feel like it. Appreciate the support. And yeah, I'll see you next time.